In a peaceful village, a young man sat on a wall beneath a tree, looking distressed and confused. At the time, the monk looked the young man who is very known person for monk. The monk approached him. "What happening?" monk asked. The young man began, "Master, I have been working so hard for years, yet I don't see the results I desire. What if I fail? What if all my efforts amount to nothing? This fear consumes me." The monk smiled, and after the moment of silence, the monk spoke, "I would say one example." The young man nodded. The monk began, "Just imagine the river, it flows effortlessly, without worrying about where it will end. It focuses on the present, and in doing so, it reaches the ocean." The young man nodded, but his face still reflected his worries. "But master," the young man said, "how can I not focus on the results? If I don't, how will I know I'm moving in the right direction?" The young man listened carefully, beginning to understand the monk's message. By focusing on the results, the monk continued, "You create an imaginary future filled with what-ifs. What if I fail? What if things don't go my way?" This fear paralyzes you, preventing you from fully engaging in the present moment. When your mind is consumed by the outcome, you lose sight of the journey itself. You stop enjoying the process, and in doing so, you lose the very essence of living. "But master," the young man asked, "if I don't think about the results, how will I stay motivated to achieve my goals?" The monk smiled again. "The motivation must come from your love for what you do, not from the fear of failing. When you pour your heart into the process, when you focus on giving your best without worrying about what will come of it, you become free. The results will come in their own time, but they are not within your control. What you can control is your effort and your dedication." The young man sat silently, contemplating the monk's words. "The river flows without worrying about the ocean, and yet it reaches it eventually," the monk said softly. "When you let go of the need to control the outcome and simply focus on your actions, fear disappears, and peace takes its place. The results will come, but they are not for you to decide. Your task is to be present, to give your best, and to trust that everything will unfold as it should." With these words, the young man understood now that his constant focus on results had been the root of his fear and anxiety. If we see in our life, many of us are like the young man, constantly worrying about the results of our efforts. We measure our success by outcomes, often forgetting that the journey itself holds the true value. When we focus solely on the destination, we rob ourselves of the joy that comes from the process. The monk's wisdom teaches us that peace lies not in controlling the future, but in giving our best in the present. Success is not always immediate, and sometimes the results we desire take time. But just like the river flows towards the ocean without anxiety, trusting its course, we too must trust in the process of life. By letting go of our attachment to results and embracing the moment, we free ourselves from fear. In doing so, we discover that the true achievement is not in what we gain, but in how we grow along the way. Ultimately, life is not a race to a specific outcome, but a journey of self-discovery and growth. If we can learn to love what we do and trust the path we are on, the results, whether expected or not, will take care of themselves. Peace comes when we realize that our purpose is not to control the future, but to give our best effort in the present moment.